later.
Mary, I'll just request you to stay on with us. Our colleague Herman Gomes is also now joining us with more details. Herman, as Vinaya was pointing out, the call was made somewhere around 11 a.m. Multiple calls were made. Do we have any more details of what the threat was of this man who's claiming to be Afzal? Also, more importantly, do we have details of the number? Has that been traced, the location of where this call was made from?
Well, yes, I've spoken to some of the investigating officers as well as the senior cops here at the DP station. And what they've been stating is that all of the calls have come from a single number. Is that this morning there were these calls that were made at the Reliance Foundation Hospital landline, in which the caller threatened not just the businessman Mukesh Ambani, but as well as his family too. Now, we've seen the sort of threat perception in the past too, as far as the Antilya case was concerned, where you had, certain sort of, where you had IDs that were kept, the gelatin sticks, I beg your pardon, outside Antilya. And now this time, clearly, the cops are not taking, they're definitely taking it seriously. What I've been told by a very senior source is that the process, of filing an FIR in this matter is already underway. It is sometime soon that one is expected that the FIR will be filed. Now, as far as the identity of the caller, that is something that is being traced because we are told is that so far what the police have managed to find out is that all of those calls came from one single number. So it's a single person who made those threat calls. And right now, the process of identification is also underway. I'm right now here at the DB Marg police station. This is where the complaint has been filed. And it's a matter of time, I would say, soon enough, where an FIR will also be lodged against this caller. And the process of identifying this caller is already on, is what the Mumbai police has been stating.
Okay, I want to quickly go back to Vinaya also. Vinaya, as Herman was saying, it's a matter of time before an FIR will also be registered. That process is currently underway. But talk to us about the security arrangements now. How are they being beefed up in the back of this threat call?
Well, as of now, let me tell you that the police sources indicate that a very high level of security is already in place, including a contingent of private security as well as the central forces that are existent. As of now, Mumbai police say that, enough security arrangement has been made. What they are also focusing on at present is to crack the case as soon as possible, because this has clearly, raised, as soon as the hospital has approached the police station, this has clearly raised the antennae of the Mumbai police, which have formed several teams at present in order to try and track the place from where these calls were made and to try and trace the person who is calling himself Afzal. Now, this person calling himself Afzal made at least 3 calls initially between 11 and 11:30, and initially he's learned to have spoken a bit incoherently, after which there were 1 or 2 calls on a different name, is what sources indicate right now. Police have reasons to believe that possibly all these calls were made by the same person, and that is why they are now probing about the details, the location from where these calls are likely to have made. As of now, sources indicate that the person who made those calls on the display number, which is a publicly available number of the Reliance Foundation Hospital, seems to be mentally unstable, and right now they are in the process of identifying and nabbing the person. As of now, probe in full swing is what police sources indicate. Meanwhile, they also say that security has been beefed up quite substantially. In any case, there has been a very high security outside Mukesh Ambani's residence. As of now, police say with respect to security, they have taken enough measures.
Okay, I quickly want to go back to Herman. Also, Herman, because the identity of the caller is still unknown, what is going to be the protocol that is going to be followed by the police officials on the ground?
Well, yes, first of all, they'll begin by calls were made, then the process of identification, and for example, to find out which is the exact telecom company that was used. To make these calls. Thereafter, they write to the telecom companies and they seek details of the call records as well as the identity of the caller. And after that, it is that they begin tracing the location based upon the inputs that they receive. So that is as far as the process is concerned. As of now, first, definitely with an FIR being registered, subsequently an arrest cannot be ruled out. So right now, what the cops are doing is that they're trying trying to find out the identity of the person as well as the location. But while that is underway on one hand, on the other hand, the process of registering that FIR is already currently on, and probably in the next few hours one could expect that the FIR is formally registered here at the DB Marg police station.
Okay, this is a developing story. We'll keep tracking all these developments. Herman and Vinaya, thanks a lot. Keep tracking those developments for us. Now